Hershey camera there, some of the grassy spots looking
Yep.
a little crunchy and brown again. So we had Dan Tomaso take a look at where we stand in terms of a drought locally.
As you may have noticed, our lawns are looking a little bit crunchier and drier, and that's all due to the fact that, yes, we've had some rain during the course of the summer, but man, things have really tailed off over the last 2 months. Let's first talk about where we sat during August, and normally we get about 3.5 inches of rain in August, and we fell well short of that, only 2 inches, and even that seems like a high number. The reason why I say that is because we didn't have a single day with a 1/2 inch of rain at Harrisburg International Airport. Usually in the summertime, that only takes one thunderstorm to produce that. Well, when we look at the year in total, believe it or not, we are slowly working our way not only to 6.5 inches for a rainfall deficit for the calendar year, but getting closer to 7 inches of rain. So where has it been? Well, it all kind of started in the second half of June. There was certainly some rain in the northern half of the Susquehanna River Basin, but most of the mid-state was below average rain-wise. Then things turned a little bit better in July. A few more opportunities for rain, it seemed like every week, and that allowed for some rain mostly over the northeastern parts of the mid-state, including Dauphin, Lebanon, even northeastern parts of Perry, Mifflin, and Juniata counties. But notice this area in yellow, parts of the Cumberland Valley, very dry, and that trend continued in August and then some. Really the only spot over Pennsylvania that did well in terms of rainfall, just north of the viewing area. Most of the viewing area well below average, especially Harrisburg and points to the southeast, including Lancaster. So now we look at the drought monitor. Any progress we made has been erased, and instead now the Cumberland Valley, including Adams County, in a moderate drought. Now, I would not be surprised over the next 2 weeks, next month, this continues to expand. We're in the middle of a heat wave with no chances of legitimate rain in sight. We do need something to happen in the tropics. That may help kind of tilt the scale back in our favor, but we certainly need to make up for lost time to avoid this drought monitor increasing in size.
Yeah, thanks to Dan for that. Several of our counties are under a drought watch. We don't really see any rain early this week unless something comes from the tropics. Now, by the end of the week, things could change, and I'll talk about that coming up.
All right. Thank you, Brett.
Yep.